Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, fitness management and consulting, and certainly a lot going on in the fitness industry right now. We've got still New York has not opened, North Carolina has not opened. California is thinking of going back to some sheltering in place and closing businesses. Texas is talking about some of the same things. Indeed, in Arizona, they have closed gyms for 30 days. So there's a lot going on. And what I want to talk about today are the three biggest challenges, being faced by gym owners right now. And want to talk about what we can do about this, to make sure that we have success going forward. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, this issue of obscurity and nobody knowing who you are, and those that do not having you at top of mind. Right now in every marketplace, there's a lot of what I would call noise going on. There's a lot of activity, and we need to make sure that we've got an action plan together that keeps pushing out our message. What our goal is, what your goal should be as an independent gym owner, is you want to make sure everybody in your marketplace knows exactly who you are and what you do and how you can help them. Okay, make that the goal. Now, can you accomplish that? Maybe not. That's a big goal, right? But that should be the goal. That's what we're trying to do. And one of the things right now, it's easy to get distracted on other things. Not that other things aren't important, they certainly are. But let's don't lose focus on this idea of advancing and expanding and getting known in our marketplace. Make this a primary function. If you have to assign a person to do this, let's do it. There's an awful lot you can do to get your name out there, to get your information out there, because you want to make sure now, but also when this is over, how are you going to look? When this is finally over, how are you going to look? When this is finally over, what kind of shape are you going to be in? Don't start promoting once it's over, because you won't know when that's going to be necessarily. Start right now. You want to overcome obscurity. Everyone needs to know who you are. Number two, and this is big, the issue is uncertainty. We've got, community that might be uncertain, customers, members that are uncertain, staff that's uncertain. I mean, you might be, and certainly understandable, right? But what we need to do is we need to act with certainty. We need to promote certainty in our community, certainty with our clientele, certainty with our staff, and showing them just from the standpoint of safety. Our promise to you is this will be the safest, cleanest, healthiest facility in town. Not only here's what we're doing, when you're here and how we're doing things, but here's what we're doing behind the scenes. Here's what we're doing when you're not here to make this the healthiest, safest, cleanest facility in town. We want to create certainty. Certainty with our staff. What are we doing to make sure they feel certainty, to make sure they feel safe? Maybe we're taking their temperature, twice a day. Maybe they're wearing gloves. Maybe they're wearing masks. Whatever it's going to take. And if they're not quite ready for that, they can work on digital programming, they can work on marketing, they can work on promotion, they can work on email communication. There's an awful lot that can still be done. But when you're looking at this, because what happens when we don't have certainty, we stop kind of doing things, right? And we want to promote, we want to sell, we want to service members, we want to have referral programs, we want to have closeout events. I know we had a club yesterday that closed out. They did 12 sales and they did close to 250 sales for the month. So big numbers, are potentially out here. But I want to really stress this situation of certainty and really addressing it. And one of the things I would mention here, for any of you that are maybe struggling with some of these things, in the comment box below, I've got a link down there for a free strategy session. It's no cost, no obligation. It's 45 minutes. A free strategy session, and happy to talk with you, further about how to do some of these things and how to accomplish this. How do I really get certainty? And it's going to start with you, and if you're an individual, if you're a salesperson, if you're a sales manager, you need to get certain. And part of this might be as simple as starting writing things down and creating that plan. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is the issue of persistence. We have to persist. I know one of the things in talking with many gym owners is, they lose hope. They give up a little bit, or they get worn out, and all of that's understandable. That can happen. But if we want to have success at this, we need to persist. We need to keep moving forward, keep going. And for some of you folks who are in situations where, hey, we were closed down, we ran the digital product, we had success, we were elated, to get out of that and to reopen, to go from 25% and then to 50, and then maybe the potential of going back to being closed again. That can take the wind out of the sails a little bit if we're not careful. And so we need to stay persistent at this. We need to keep pushing into the marketplace. We need to keep advancing into the marketplace. We don't lose our focus on getting known. We don't lose our focus on maintaining certainty. We're persisting across the board. We still have sales goals. We still have revenue goals. Don't make these goals, don't make these numbers and things we're trying to do, don't make them optional. These are things we have to hit. So if you're an owner, we have to hit this. This is the oxygen to your business. But we have to stay persistent. And we're going to have to be better than ever at what we do. We have to be better in the sales process, better in the referral process. We have to treat each opportunity like it's the only one we're going to get that day. So take a look at these three big challenges. The issue of obscurity. You need to make sure people know who you are. Let's don't lose sight of this. We need to overcome the issue of uncertainty, and we need to promote hard and work hard at this. And first and foremost, working on ourselves. We need to be certain. It almost gets back to we need to be sold ourselves. Because if we're sold, now hopefully we can bring the customer up to our level of belief and conviction, passion for what we do. If we're not sold, if we're not certain, it's going to be difficult to bring those around us up. So think about some strategies you can do right there. And then we have to persist. We simply, every day we get up and do this. We work our plan every single day. And again, I want to suggest, if you need some help, click that link below for a free strategy session. Happy to talk to you folks about how you can take some steps to get this done. Also, I'd love to hear your comments below. What are some of the biggest challenges that you see, the biggest challenges that you faced? And even better, what are some of the biggest challenges you've overcome? Whether you own a gym, you want to own a gym, you're managing one, you're in sales, you're an operations director. Love to hear from you in terms of what's working, what's not, and I'll answer every single one that you send over. Again, look forward to talking with you folks soon on some of this. My name's Jim Thomas, and hey, I'd appreciate it if you like the content. Hit the subscribe button. If you really like it, hit the share button. It helps expand, the number of people that I can reach. And, my main focus here right now is to reach as many people as we possibly can to help them, through a very difficult time, through really, it's been said many times, an unprecedented time, to help gyms get the result, help them save their livelihood. Let's keep people employed. Let's keep them working. And let's provide the best facility we possibly can, for our members to get the best results possible. Again, my name is Jim Thomas. Hope you all have a great day.